The Thunderbird Café, known for their music, bar, and good vibes. We got to interview some of the staff.
Job title is ticketing, marketing, and management.
I play guitar in the band.
Owner and proprietor of the Thunderbird.
Let's hear more about the history from the owner of the Thunderbird Café.
I've run the Thunderbird for 22 years now. Been playing in bands since I was 16, that's why I own the Thunderbird. It was a mill bar since 1933. It was Mahalski's Cafe. In 2000, it opened as the Thunderbird Cafe.
The Thunderbird was made with the bands in mind.
I was looking for a place for my blues band to play. We'd been playing all over the tri-state area and dives and stuff, and I got tired of lugging the PA and the lights around, and I found this, the music comes first. We focused on having a great place for the artists. That's what I think sets us apart. The load in the back, we have shore power to plug in tour buses. When you load in the back, it's right behind the stage. We have a green room, a large green room with a washer, dryer, pinball machine, and being a musician myself, it was try to make a great place for the fans and the musicians.
So there's a couple of different ways that we book shows here. We have an in-house talent buyer who works with different booking agencies that kind of we request who we want to play here. We kind of reach out to them. We also take submissions from agents or bands themselves. We also have like a booking submission form on our website. So if you're a local band and you're interested in playing here, you can always fill that out. So every show is kind of a completely different booking process.
The bands are an important part of the Thunderbird, so we got to talk to one of the band members to see what they're all about.
The name Talk comes from Montauk, which is pretty much the end of Long Island. So we all grew up in Long Island, and to be honest, the name doesn't really have too much of a significance for Montauk. It was just the kind of thing, I forget who was wearing the shirt, maybe Charlie or AC. They were wearing a Montauk t-shirt, and we were kind of coming up with a band name. And we were like, Talk, that sounds cool. And that was that. And now it's kind of stuck with the band. And the funny thing about it is that it's called Talk, and eventually we became an instrumental band. So it was kind of funny to have this band called Talk, which is like talking, and then no one really says anything in the band. We play all this instrumental music. So it kind of became this funny thing. But now on this tour, we have a vocalist with us, Kanika Moore. So now it's a little bit different. Well, our band Talk formed, you could say 10, 11 years ago when Isaac joined the band, and he's the drummer. Or you could say it formed 15, 20 years ago when I was growing up with Charlie and AC. We went to school together in Long Island, and we just grew up playing music together. We're kind of a rock band, but I come from a certain musical background, just like what I grew up listening to, a lot of classic rock, and eventually delved into jazz and all this stuff. There's rock, there's jazz, there's R&B, there's some hip hop stuff we'll go into, some proggy stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We are a hip hop progressive rock band.
It was neat to see the history behind the Thunderbird.
Great sight lines, great acoustics, and great staff, and great bands.
You heard it here first. The Thunderbird Café has great visuals, hardworking staff, and great bands. And I hope you get to check it out for yourself.